Hey, my energetic beings, and blessings to you. Engage in ritual, magic, and medicine. Explore monthly workshops, coven calls. June, unlocking Jupiter's frequency. Shaman Healing Academy revision. Indigenous healing practices, rituals, ancient wisdom to align your energy and awaken your gifts. Subscribe to the Coven for only $3.99. Subscribers Live. Weekend Insights. Holistic Shaw Medium Tanya D. See you on the inside. Ashe. Oopsie, look at me. All ahead of myself. Just all ahead of myself. Oh, there I go. I think I want that. Well, with all of that, welcome to a fantastic Friday. I'm going to put a little Merlin. Whoopsie. Probably can't see that. It does say Merlin. Little Merlin incense for our day to get going. I always do an intro so I can wait for people to hop on the ship here. So sometimes I find it's a little long, but either way. Once again, welcome to a fantastic Friday, my weekly show. But today's Cosmic Pulse, and if you are new here at Tanya D, I am a holistic shaw medium and energetic time traveler. But today's live is going to be massive, huge, because we are tuning into something large that's already shifting the field all around us. Kind of like entering the crossroads for Gemini season, being in full swing. Just remember mindfulness, mental clarity with Mercury and the solar plexus. And I'm super stoked about my upcoming workshop, Unlocking Jupiter's Frequency. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, truth, soul level, yes, and what else, is going to be moving into the watery heart-aligned sign of Cancer very soon. And if you've been feeling a mix of emotional surges, just ready for more energy, or maybe even a strange pull or a tug towards some ancestral healing, plus manifesting from a softer space and place, you're really not imagining it. You're aligning with Jupiter's frequency. So I want to talk about why Jupiter matters in manifestation. Jupiter doesn't deal in breadcrumbs. I'm just thinking of Hansel and Gretel and the breadcrumbs. This planet is all about abundance, expansion, beliefs, divine timing. It literally rules the part of your chart where you're meant to grow the most, or even glow and glimmer. But here's the thing. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you believe you're allowed to have. And Jupiter reflects our deepest, often unconscious belief systems. So if your frequency is calibrated to, I'll never have enough, then that becomes your energetic baseline, your foundation. So what happens when we rewire our beliefs to say something like, I trust what's mine will flow to me, or I am worthy of miracles, joy, love, overflow, which is kind of funny because that is the name of the Spotify list I just created. Or I am already ready to expand beyond what I've already known. So that's when the gates actually open. And that's when Jupiter does its thing. So this transit isn't just expansion for expansion's sake. With Jupiter on its way into Cancer, we're kind of in the pre-play, I guess. And Cancer brings in the frequency of emotional security, ancestral support, our inner child kind of softens up a little bit, along with intuition, having trusting our intuition. And it's not about growing, it's about growing from a place of nourishment, intuition, inner alignment. So, this is exactly why I created this next live workshop, Unlocking Jupiter's Frequencies, about manifesting through belief plus expansion. It's your invitation to recalibrate your beliefs and become the match for soul level manifestation. So if you've been feeling stuck between desire and doubt, holding big dreams but secretly unsure they're for you, or wanting to manifest with more ease, emotional resonance, then this workshop is your energetic key. And so we're going to be going down and breaking down belief blocks, activating your personal Jupiter frequency, do a guided embodiment ritual to really rewire your emotional field for expansion, and you'll get my ritual oil recipe plus the playlist along with a workbook as a bonus. It's happening June 20th at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. The link to attend the live show, the workshop, is in the show notes. You can subscribe and receive extras like past workshops and a lot more. Or maybe just test the waters with Unlocking Jupiter's Frequency in June. So just know this isn't just another manifestation class. This is really about a frequency shift, a permission slip, a cosmic yes and. What else? You're not here to play it small, and so many do. You're here to expand into the version of yourself that already knows he or she is worthy of everything her heart or his heart desires. So join me live for Unlocking Jupiter's Frequency, and we are going to take the roof off your old beliefs, build something sacred in its place. You can DM me Jupiter if you want the private invite, plus the oil recipe as well. So we can all stay radiant, be expansive, and just ready to open the door to receive. And just being in that field of juiciness. So today, our cosmic forecast, of course, we do have a lot happening, which I'll get to the moon in Cancer, but the celestial bodies kind of have been gathering around the cosmic round table with a really potent new moon on Monday, Gemini, landing at that powerful 6 degrees. A numerological number, a winky wink, worth just paying attention to. So this wasn't just your typical new moon. It's a cosmic amplifier brought about by a surge of inspiration, clarity, communication. So with Jupiter forming its final conjunction to the season of Gemini, the new moon, for the past 12 years, like we're not going to have this happen again here for a bit. 12 years, a cycle, a season, and even in the elemental realm and the animals, same kind of thing. But the door to expansion through ideas, collaborations, conversations is wide open. Well, thank you, Todd. I love you too. And she is nuts. Thank you for that. But either way, think of this moment in time as a perfect launch pad for starting writing projects, initiating important dialogues, reconnecting with people who really spark your inner creativity. And even so, it got a little bit more interesting as Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, is also in the home sign, making messages louder, thoughts lightning fast. And then we can add Mars and Leo to the ingredient, the mix, stirring the cosmic soup. And you've got a dose of boldness, drive, but with so much fire. There's kind of a risk of both burnout or feeling overwhelmed. So really watching out for overstimulation or impulsive speech, like when you speak without you think. I've witnessed that for a few people. But the key to navigating these energies, these frequencies, is communicate with intention. And words are very powerful under the sky right now. So speak with purpose, clarity, and mindfulness. And really take time and space to reframe any limiting language and just focus on what is possible. This is a time to really affirm, invoke, use words around what's being created, not what's like falling apart. And I had this whole download this morning around that. But otherwise, let curiosity lead the way and collaboration fuel the journey. Nobody makes it alone. Be self-expression. Let your self-expression be your guide. And listen, tune into those recurring messages, especially those tied to the number 6, and trust the signs and the signals and the sigils, because the universe is speaking loud and clear and in different languages, usually with vibration. And with the moon in Cancer, Mercury in its home sign, and then we have the moon in Leo this weekend, Mars is there. So I'll get into that. But with the moon in Cancer, this is where energy is kind of softened up. It's tuned in or turned our focus inward to the emotional care. It's our sacral center, comfort, restoration, rejuvenation. So it's a time for deep nurturing. It's perfect for tending to both your body and your inner child. I always like to say your little 2-year-old self, but sometimes it could be your 4-year-old self. That's just kind of a tone I use, I guess. So Cancer, the moon's home sign, old memories may surface. Sensitivities might run high. So really take a moment to do a vital check-in with your younger self, your inner child. And left hand on your heart, that's just what I do. Ask your inner whoopee, your inner child, what it needs in the moment, in the now. So this is an ideal time for cozy rituals like cooking, comfortable meals, revisiting nostalgic films. I'm thinking of like Love Actually or The Princess Bride, stuff like that. Those are kind of my favorite. Or even Game of Thrones. What am I saying? But either way, just creating space that really feels like home and nurtures that inner garden. But also hydration. Hydration is essential, both physically and energetically. So really just soaking in the moisture and really resting to replenish your cup and just keep your heart full. So if your natal moon is in Cancer, this is an affirmation for you. If you're new here, I do a weekly show on YouTube talking about the moon mostly as a reflector. But this one says, I honor the wisdom of my feelings. My emotions are sacred, and I express them with clarity, confidence, and care. And if you're a little shy about expressing your emotions, feel into them, write them down, offer them to the water spirits. That's kind of what I do. Because emoting sometimes, it gets downplayed, but emotions are a fuel all in themselves. And then this weekend, we have the moon in Leo. The Leo moon kind of takes over. So this is this bold, radiant, glimmering energy. It's the sun, right? So this is the perfect time for self-expression and play and joy and just getting out into the sun with zero need for purpose or any outcome. So, this is the main character energy, and we all have a sun sign. So this moon is going to glimmer that gold on our sun. So I really like this energy for the weekend. And just really step into your light, your brilliance, your shine, unapologetically, and just let pleasure take center stage, whatever that is for you, whether it's through creativity, art, movement, sharing something fun, and freeing. So this moon, it's our invitation to just be seen and shine, celebrate the parts of ourselves that usually stay hidden underneath the horizon. So this is a perfect time to perform or play and express, but always being heart-centric from the heart. And just remember, avoid seeking validation from others. Just validate yourself. Or dimming your brilliance, your shine to make other people feel comfortable. We are all the star of our own show on a spiritual walk of fame. We're not the supporting role. So if your natal moon is in Leo, this is for you. Love that. Leo moons and natal Leo moons. I express my truth with confidence and joy. My creativity is sacred, and I allow my heart to shine. I should have wrote glimmer or brilliance, but it is what it is. So for lunar guidance during each season, if you don't know, check out my moon forecast on YouTube for your natal moon sign to work with your personal lunar energy. There's insights and rituals, and of course an affirmation, which I just shared. And stay tuned because we're going to be going deeper into the energetic pathways that really guide us, and they're a part of us. These are kind of the celestial bodies, the lunar energies, the lunar elementals. and the earthly elementals, which there's a lot more too, which I do love. So a quick little break while I get a drink of water. Are you ready to tap into the cosmic currents and amplify your manifesting power? Join our monthly coven, a sacred space to elevate your desires through the wisdom of the stars. We've journeyed through the age of AI, balancing intuition and technology. We've unlocked the magnetic pole of your natal moon sign, and now delve into mind plus emotions for manifesting mastery, harnessing the power of your natal Mercury. Each month brings a new celestial focus, a new pathway to your dreams. Visit TanyaD.tv workshops to learn more and join the monthly coven. Your manifesting journey awaits. And we are back. Stick around till the end, and I'll be doing cowrie shell divinations, mini divinations to reveal your personal elemental design, talk to the spirits, move the shells, all the fun things. So drop your birth year and your month in the comments, and I'll move the shells on your behalf. Private sessions, of course, are available or can be scheduled online at TanyaD.tv if you feel called or the nudge for some deeper guidance. But the elementals of the day, I always get excited about the elements of the day, in case you don't know. We have a yin earth pig of a day. This is like nestled within those yin metal snake month and the yin wood snake year. This is a powerful blend of grounded emotional depth, inner alchemy, spiritual awakening. It's rooted in depth, transmuting from within. So today we meet the energy of the day on the back of the yin earth pig. So this is like a sacred creature of compassion, nourishment, soul memory. And yin earth is soft soil, fertile ground. This is a place where ancient seeds kind of awaken. The soil is rich, it's supportive, it's stable, it's intuitive. So there's this quiet strength, which is often nurturing others more than we nurture ourselves. And on a pig day, this earth sits above pure water. It's the birth of water within the pig, or the beginning of a direction, I should say. So it's emotional memory depth. That creates tension between stillness and flow because earth gives water direction, so the stability and release. So you might have felt called to really ground into your emotional awareness, yet finding yourself carried by undercurrents of old stories, dreamlike sensitivities. This energy literally goes with the celestial bodies, if you haven't noticed. But earth over water, this suggests a need to digest. Earth is digestion, so digest emotional insights instead of reacting to them. So it's a fantastic day for journaling, nourishment, reflection. Water reflects. But below this gentle surface flows the water of the pig. So it's dreamy, it's wise, and emotionally rich. So this is a day of deep feeling, intuitive depth, sacred reflection. And the pig holds the yang water, but as a yin earth day master, we're challenged to stay centered in the heart of the center of the center. And the pig energy is spiritual, it's intuitive, it's deeply private. It's actually the season of Scorpio as well. Not the whole season, but the majority of it. So it may awaken unconscious wisdom or ancestral echoes. You may feel more sensitive than usual. So it's important to just tune in and listen to what arises without needing to explain or fix anything. And above the snake still coils in the branches of the month and the year. It's a coiling snake. So yin metal sharpens, yin wood whispers. It's the whispering winds. And the snake transforms, but the pig remembers. So this is how it's all playing out. So together, they really create a cosmic spiral of kind of spiritual digestion. So this is about releasing what no longer is nourishing and transmuting pain into purpose, or your glimmers. So you may feel pulled between the earthy need to rest and the subtle fire of inner change and transformation. So this tension, this tug of war in a way, it's a gift, and it slows us down enough to feel what matters into the heart and the soul. So it's not a day to push. This is a day to soften, to receive, and also to allow. So let today be a ritual for you, which ritual I think we do every day, and just let your emotions speak in symbols and sensations. Let the snake do her sacred work in the silence beneath. This is kind of like transfiguration, if you will. You are kind of being rewritten from the roots up. We all are, especially with the double snake month and the year, the influence of the year. And the snake, again, hidden fire plus metal, is awakening and refining and transformation. So they all kind of do a cosmic elemental celestial dance in the world and outside the world. But combined with the pig, this creates a very mystic polarity because the snake transforms from within. It's the inner fires. It's a very pretty yang energy, except for the heavenly frequencies, just saying. But all that yang in the branches, yang fire, double time, yang water. There's actually a conflict there. The snake warms the water. It's like who's more in charge, though. But it's pretty balanced, I'll just say. But with the snake transforming from within, and the pig absorbs and stores hidden wisdom, yang wood. So today really carries a very strong spiritual signature, ideal for energy healing, divination I'll be doing later, some internal shadow work. So if you feel or have felt emotionally overwhelmed, it's because the snake is asking us to really shed a layer, shedding skin. And the pig is asking us to feel it fully before we release it. So if I was to say there's a mantra for this energy for today, it would be something like returning to the soil of my soul, the water, the soil of my soul. The yin earth pig day, and nourish what matters, and let the old digest into the gold, the yin metal. And so for fun, there is a hexagram today. It's 14. It's great possession. I thought I had it over here in my little cosmic sidecar here, but I think I put it on my last screen. But either way, hexagram 14 is all about abundance, nobility, spiritual power. It's not just material wealth, but it's the inner gold. It's like alchemy, really, earned through wisdom, the channeling of the snake, and virtue. So today, there's some questions you may feel around yourself to like ask yourself, like, what do you hold that is truly valuable? I always like to think of priceless things that can't really be bought. For example, one of my associates from 10 years ago, when I learned cowrie shell divination with Melodoma, and he since transitioned, has reached out wanting transcripts I have of his. And I was like, those are priceless now, right? So they hold a different value. So that kind of came to mind. Or where have you invested time, heart, or truth? Putting your heart into something, and your truth, your power in your truth. And time, can't buy time. Or how can you lead through clarity, generosity, instead of control? Gratitude, right? So this is kind of a day to own your worth quietly, but also with dignity. That's kind of, the snake is kind of in a quiet trance. So some ideas or themes of today's elemental energies is kind of what I want to say, as grounding our emotional waves before we act, and receive insight rather than chase for it. Just like receive it and journal it. Don't chase it. And value what you carry spiritually, because we all have a gift and a purpose, and that is actually true wealth. So move slowly, but with inner authority, like knowing you are your own inner authority. And let your presence like speak for itself more than your plans, and kind of flow with that. I do have the card for hexagram 14 at the next phase of our day here. I'll be sure to pull that up with my next commercial break. And just remember, if you want me to move the shells on your behalf, all you need to do is comment in the show notes your year of birth and your month. and I'll move the shells on your behalf. So a quick little break and I'll catch you on the flip side. Maybe. Maybe not. Love, have you been feeling a little off lately? Like your light is flickering, but you're not quite sure why? Tanya D here, and I've been there too. And I want to invite you to something truly sacred this June. A space where you can come back to center, where we remember who we are beneath the noise, the pain, and the pressure. My next workshop is more than just a gathering. It's a soul homecoming. Together, we'll work with the elementals, explore your energetic blocks, and I'll guide you through rituals that bring clarity, confidence, and healing. You don't have to figure it all out alone. Spirit sees you. Your gifts are waiting, and I'm here to walk beside you as you reclaim your path. So, if you've been craving connection, magic, and a deeper sense of purpose, this is your sign. I would love to have you with me. You'll also receive a beautiful grimoire for your personal medicine journey and my Celtic Tree Divination ebook as a gift. Your purpose is sacred. Your gifts are rich. Let's remember and anoint together. Alrighty, as we wait for a comment for a few people, and I wipe my little counter off here, my little water. As we wait, tuning in, I can see people kind of watching, gallibrating through, but guest, if you're a guest or new here, go ahead and drop the birth month and the year you're born to get the shells moving here on the live show. This is actually, I've said this 100 times, if not 10,000, but this is my very favorite part of the show. So if you're just tuning in, comment your birth and your month, year, and I'm going to move the shells and call in my guidance team and get some invocation happening as we wait. Oh, there's some more. Yes. I'm multi-streaming between YouTube and Facebook. So if you don't know, I do cowrie shell divinations. Cowrie shell's an art of divination brought to the West by Malidoma Somé. I'm a protege, a student of his. I do private sessions, of course, but on Fridays I go live just for some insight for people. And what's always fun is usually when I move the shells for one, like everyone's kind of in the same frequency. Go back to Jupiter's frequency. So I might say something for one person and it comes through for you as well. It resonates, right? So there is that. So as we wait for somebody to comment their month and year of birth, I'll just flip some cards here. I always work with the Fae, if you don't know. Yes, and I planted some awesome ferns this morning, so we're moving into the fern gallery. Oh, goody. We have the Singer of Connection, and it is a 6. You cannot make that up. A 6 energy with the 6-degree moon on Monday. So this is literally have some courage. These are singers. Singers are like divas, dakinis, angels, otherworldly beings. But they sing in tones and notes that are too high of a frequency for humans to hear. I always like staring at these cards and see what I see coming through. This one kind of looks like a rune in a way, but then it also looks like it's kind of some kind of a being with wings, kind of up wings, down wings. So you might see something different. I can see all the energetic centers are lit up as well. So I don't know if I said it, the Singer of Courage, but it's the Singer of Connection. So this is like literally opening up 6 to receive connection from the world of spirit. So there is that. And this is Lies of the Shadows. What lies in the shadows? This is literally, you know, expecting the unexpected, and just know, like, you're not going to have any control of that anyway when it comes in. So I like that as well. What lies in the shadows? Those are the tests. The breakdown before the breakthrough. Things got to fall apart and fade away before they fall into order, basically. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card while I wait for somebody to hop on and share their numbers. That's what I'll say. Oh my goodness. And then we get the Sage. This is all about manifesting. I want to say manifesting what our heart wants and responding to that idea. We're in the season of Gemini, of the manifestation, and just loving and trusting and opening up those percolating ideas for sure. And as a reflector, I have the gate of ideas. So I am awesome at the idea, and then I need to pass on the idea. I just need to figure out how I can sell the idea, I guess, is kind of how I see that, to the person that needs it. I'm pulling one more card. That is hilarious. This is like creating your own fae, your own fairy. I'd get some clay, or if you're an artist, draw one. So that's always fun. And I don't think I held this up. The Sage, he's pretty magical too. These are my, he's almost like in between worlds, if you can see that. He's like the shaman in the deck, basically. So yeah, trance state, but opening up your heart to receive. I love it. Almost looks like the Green Man, actually, which is actually in the deck. That's kind of funny. So I'm going to tune into my weekly affirmation since we're being shy today. Let's go over here. This is my other part of my show, in case you're new here. And since I can juggle back and forth, my weekly affirmation, this came out on Monday, is I choose thoughts that serve my growth. The reason I went with this, it actually came from my Musing Moon meditation, my new moon meditation, again on YouTube, complete with ritual and some other fantastic things. I think with clarity, I speak with wisdom. So I like this image, the light bulb inside the water, like sparking those ideas, warming it up, and birthing a new growth wood elementals. But as we close today, the cosmic elemental journey, we tuned into the bold, the creative energy of Leo, and just allow your inner spark, your light, just reminding us that we are stars of our own stories, our own brilliance. That's what we're moving into this weekend. But we also kind of felt into the deep nurturing energies of the Cancer moon now, just kind of guiding us back to creature comforts, emotional care, and just honoring our inner whoopee, that inner child, that aspect of us that sometimes didn't have a voice. And the elementals today, the energy elementals, we've got water energy with the Cancer moon inviting us to flow, but we also had the pig. And just connecting with our emotions and nurturing our foundations. I kind of find that pretty curious. So it really is a time to dive deep into self-care, emotional self-care, hydration, emotional release, going to the waters. And then we are going to move into fire energy with Leo this weekend, and Mars is there too. So it's going to heat up our heart. So you may feel a surge of creativity, self-expression, excuse me, a desire, maybe an urge to take center stage of your own story, your own life. So as we move through the rest of the weekend, carrying this energy with us, vital energy, just remember communication in the season of Gemini is key. It is a kind of a topsy-turvy energy because there's two sides to a Gemini and there's 300 and how many days of the year in our personality. So my whole point is speak with purpose and just let your words be a reflection of your true desires. Like embody that, but also be kind to yourself and embrace your own creative fires. Nurture spaces and places which you grow. That's, where we grow. I'm just thinking of watering my fern and watching it grow because now it's a part of me. And recognizing and realizing that the cosmos is always in motion. It's always guiding us towards transfiguration, transmutation, transformation, self-expression, emotional healing. So authentically trusting the process, stay curious, which is a Gemini theme. I always like to stay curious and question everything, but really being open to the signs, the sigils, all the symbols that begin to unfold for you through the weekend. The universe for me is always speaking. It speaks in sound, language, tone, signs. It speaks a different language, but so are we. We're all unique and different. So since nobody humped in for the shells today, as always, thanks for tuning in. Sometimes that happens. And if you're feeling called, don't forget to schedule your private session at tanyad.tv for deeper guidance. Do become a workshop subscriber, unlocking Jupiter's frequency. But until next time, really stay aligned with the stars, play with the elementals. Just remember, your light is needed in the world, all of us. And then I just realized I did have this little, there we go. This is a grounding ritual. I missed in the second phase there. But a grounding ritual for the Yin Earth Pig Day, the energy of today. This is about working with the soil, rooting ourselves into the earth. Really, I mean, go plant something if you can, or if you have a plant already, just go speak, nurture it. If you're feeling calm, it's going to help feed in the calmness. If you're feeling restless or maybe stagnant in your energy field, that's kind of, it's a calming energy. And be sure to nourish your body. I don't know if you can read that on the slide, which is really on the daily, whether it's comfort foods, herbal teas, whatever that is that brings warmth to your soul and your heart. And really do something that grounds you, but also emotionally refuels you. So that's kind of a grounding ritual for the energy of today, especially with the soil energy. It's about getting our feet in the soil and watering the soil as we plant the seeds. And abundance. Hexagram 14 is all about abundance, nobility, and vitality. So really using those energies into the weekend. So thanks for tuning in. Next week, hopefully we'll get some live audience members, guests, to move the shells. But either way, make it fantastic. Enjoy the Leo moon, because she's a coming. I should say the pride moon, the princess moon. Anyways, okay. Well, Ashe, blessings. I'll see you next Friday.